Hi, this is Tara Bridget, Confidence Coach Foreman, here to help you get your shit together. Honestly, I had to wear this for you. But anyway, today I want to talk about doubt because doubt is a topic that comes up often, and doubt kills more dreams than anything that can ever come in your way, right? Sometimes we doubt ourselves because we have a fear of failure. Other times we doubt ourselves because we have a fear of success, right? And when we have a fear of failure, that means that we think that if we step out and do something, right, that we're going to fail, we're not going to be good at it, or other people are going to judge us, or they're going to talk about us, or they're going to treat us differently based on something that we do, right? Or if you doubt yourself because you have a fear of success, then that means that you are afraid, right, that your life is going to change in a new way. You're also afraid, also possibly, that you might outshine other people around you who may not have been ever able to step up and step into the realm that you want to step into. But here you go, coming along, trying to change things, trying to do things differently. And if you're listening to this video and watch me in this video, you're already different by default, right? Because everybody's not into personal growth and personal development, right? They might say that they are, but everybody is not in a Facebook group. Everybody is not, reading books or enrolling in programs or really sitting down and journaling and really sitting down, and praying and doing the daily work that you have to do every day to really maintain a fierce sense of confidence and a fierce sense of self. So when it comes to doubt, one of the key ways to eliminate doubt is to have a daily confidence routine. And I mention this often. The ladies in my Born Fierce boot camp, lucky for them, for 21 days straight, they kind of get their blueprint handed to them, right? So every day I'm sending them an email with the audio where they can hear my voice, and I'm giving them guidance on what to do every single day for that time period. But it's something that you can repeat and recycle and do it over and over again, because just like you get up every day, you take a bath, you take a shower and all that, and so that you can smell fresh again, the same is true with your confidence and your empowerment, right? So a part of the huge self-love umbrella is making sure that you have self-empowerment, you have self-care, and that you're practicing that on a day-by-day basis. The further and further you get away from that, the more and more you allow that gap in there for self-doubt, fear, worry, for those things to pop up, right? But if you're solidly daily, you got your journal, you're praying, you have a solid routine down, right, then it's really difficult. Even those doubtful thoughts will come up, but you'll be able to turn them, in 2 minutes or 3 minutes, versus dwelling on it for an hour or for 6 hours or for 10 days, right, or for 3 months or for 2 years or for 10 years, and then it holds you back from your destiny, or it holds you back from your life partner, or it holds you back from a new position you can get at work. But instead you're doubting yourself because you're afraid to step out. Another reason why doubt pops up is because you are attached to the outcome of how something is going to be or how something needs to look. And as I always say, all suffering in that way, when it comes to doubt, when it comes to fear, when it comes to worry, all of that suffering is attached to the fact that you are not surrendering and releasing. You're holding on to it so tightly because you want it to look a certain way, you want it to be a certain way, you want it to feel a certain way so badly and so desperately that you're holding yourself back from really stepping out there. Because say, for example, you're sitting down, you're writing out your goals, you're writing out your vision, and then you go to prayer, you go to meditate it. And what if God said to you, that's actually not the plan that I have for you. I actually want you to do something else because this is really the destiny I have for you. Sometimes we take that as, oh my God, I'm a failure because you try to go on this route, but God really has another route over here that he's already created, but you end up going another way because you think at the time that's where you want to go, because that's what you want it to look like, that's what you want it to be like. But you have to sometimes surrender and sit back and say, okay, God, I release, I surrender. I know you have a plan for me. I know you're guiding me. I know you're directing me. This is hard as hell. I need help. I need clarity. I need guidance. Guide me, direct me. Be bold when you are praying. Be fierce about, when you're asking for things. And also when you're being fierce asking for things, you need to be fierce in terms of taking action. So be fierce with asking for what you want, right? You have not. Why? Because you ask not, right? And then also be fierce with your accent, but be fierce with your action, right? And the quickest way to eliminate doubt is to take action, is to do the very thing that you are afraid of. Because once you do it, right, you think that you're going to lose a sense of yourself, or you're going to lose a certain image in front of people, or you're going to lose a certain type of relationship that you have with your family or with your friends, if you are too successful, or if you end up failing, you step out on faith, and maybe you do fall down a couple of times, but that doesn't mean you're not ultimately going to get to the place that you want to get to, right? And the best example of this, I would say, is someone who has an entrepreneur spirit, and you want to do your own thing, and you want to, start your own business. Any entrepreneur will tell you that it's hard as hell because you have a vision and you have ideas, and everyone else can't always see that, right? And as a result of that, people who might try to judge you for what you're doing because it's not the norm, right? You're coming up with something new, you're putting it out there, and you can liken this to anything that you can think of in your life. It doesn't have to be when it comes to being an entrepreneur, but think about it in that way. When you are putting something together and you're putting it out there, you're like, oh my God, are people going to like this? Are people going to buy this? Are people interested? It's the same feeling. See how it connects with you on the inside.